How's it going, everybody? This is JackX102, and today I am going to be showing you tips and tricks for playing Freedom Wars. As many of you know, Freedom Wars just came out on the PlayStation Vita a couple of weeks ago, and I have had my fair share of time with the game, so I figured I would show you some of the tricks and tips I learned for the game. So first off, if you don't know how to change your outfit when you first start the game, or if you don't like your outfit anymore, you can go over to this window on Liberty, and you just want to go down here to Request Image Overhaul. Now I'm going to have a lot more outfits because I am farther in the game. I've actually completed the game, and so this is basically all the outfits. So I want to change my clothes, and so many of you will be starting the game for the first time if you're checking this out, looking at tips and tricks. So there is actually a little square button right down here. It says Style. If you click that, it will actually change the style of your clothes. And as you can see, it works on every single style of clothing. Alright, so that is tip number 1. Tip number 2 is don't worry about if you don't like something that you customize in the very beginning of the game, because everything can be changed. You can change what your accessory looks like, although it may take some time. You may change your character. You can make your guy a boy or a girl. I can change it anytime. You can change their height, leg size. You can change anything. Alright? Now, let's say that you don't want to have your name what you changed it to in the beginning. You can just go over here to the big television screen in your jail cell. You just want to click on Request Nominative Reassignment, and you can actually just change your name right here, and you can just select whatever you'd like. So I'm going to keep mine JackX102, and here we go, JackX102, and I'm going to click yes. Bam, JackX102 Bahu. Of course, if you're first starting this game, you're going to realize in this Request Image Overhaul, accessory is going to be blank. Unfortunately, you won't be able to customize your accessory to your liking until you reach at least code 4. Then you'll be able to choose from all the costumes you've currently unlocked and customize them to your very will. And of course, one more thing about your customization of your character, you can save different outfits. So for instance, my character, I have the original clothes. I changed to all these. I made Neku. From The World Ends With You, I have all these different things. I made Jack and Daxter, Sora, Roxas, Rise. You can save them and use them to your whenever you would like. In a game, same thing with your accessory. You can change theirs. Alright. Now that we are moving on to battlefields, I'm going to show you simple things you can do with your whip in the battlefield. So as you can see, this blue bar down here at the bottom shows my whip gauge, and basically I'm just trying to lower it right now. You can refill this. See these tanks right here? If you tap it, it will reload your whip instantly, so you don't have to wait around for it to reload if you are near one of those devices. Now you are actually seeing a battle against a abductor, and there are various lock-on colors when you go to fight. So as you can see, red is a part that I can destroy. So if I was to go over there with my whip, I can sever it off. Alright, and if I keep moving along, I'll get to a blue. This is the core. This is where abductors will put an accessory, or they will also contain citizens that you need to save. And as you can see, I move on to the yellow, and this is perfect for dragging down. So as you know, you can drag down an abductor, and you can pull it down by using the yellows. If you don't feel like locking on to an enemy, like so, clicking the L button and then shooting, what you can actually do is simply just shoot your Thorn, and then shoot your gun, like I am doing right now, and it will automatically aim towards it. Of course, this enemy is dead. Now another thing is you can throw your Thorn at the ground, so instead of constantly running, if you just keep shooting your Thorn and attracting yourself to it, you will actually get there quicker. Of course, your thorn length increases over time, so this might not be useful until you get a longer thorn. Another thing that you can do is if you shoot your thorn at a wall, you can switch to your gun, and you can shoot while actually on the wall. Now this does, as a matter of fact, only work on small guns. You cannot do this with miniguns or laser beams like the phalanx. When you are doing a citizen reclamation mission, there may be walls that you cannot pass, like so, when you're carrying a citizen, because it would be considered a shortcut. There is actually a way to avoid this and bring the citizen through that wall without actually having to walk around it. Simply put the citizen down, hop over it, and then just carry them. It'll be transported straight through the wall. And then you can just run over to the base. Now, as you can see down here at the bottom, it says Ibarra. This is my Ibarra gauge, and when you throw your thorn, it is actually will deplete the bar. And when you charge up your thorn, 3 entire levels, it will actually change to white when you use it, because you will not be able to use your power up until it turns blue again in 3 minutes. So as you can see, my gauge just turned white, and I won't be able to use that attack or support until it turns blue again. Another great feature of the thorn is you can actually grab things that are far away. So as you can see, I want to grab those health packs over there. So what I do, I just click the thorn button after aiming, and I grabbed it. One of the great features of the green thorn is you can actually heal people, like so, by shooting them. So if I go over to you, this guy right over here, I can just shoot him and his HP will be going all the way up, all the way. Another great feature of the thorn is that you can cure people who are dead. So basically, it does not matter what color, if you're red, green, or white, you can cure them like so. You can build facility management. You can actually upgrade your weapons. You can buy upgrade weapons, and you can upgrade a weapon all the way to level 10, but if you so choose, you can choose to downgrade it. So as you can see, I can go back to level 1. If I click yes, then it will actually let me basically change the color and element of the gun, as well as eventually it will level up to be more powerful than the standard gun. However, you can level the gun all the way up to level 10 if you choose. One great feature is that your accessory, or your teammate, actually has unlimited ammo in whatever gun they use, so choose a powerful gun. Eventually you will be able to make augmentations, which are essentially perks. You can choose up to 5, and the total cost varying between this actually has to be 10 or under in order for you to be able to use them. Unfortunately, in this game you have to manually wait while a gun is being upgraded. So while you upgrade a gun, like I am doing right now, it will make you wait 13 minutes. Well, instead of waiting the 13 minutes, what you just simply do is you can go out on the home screen, you can shut off your PS Vita, and while the time will still continue to go down. So as you saw, I was at 12 minutes and like 50 seconds. Now I'm at 12:39. Another thing to note is that depending on the rarity of a weapon, it will actually say how many modules it can have equipped. And so modules are essentially upgrades to the weapon. As you can see, that was a rarity 4 as opposed to a rarity, I think, 8 or 10? 8. You can get more module upgrades by modifying weapons. The first weapon you insert will actually be receiving the modules. So if I want to make sure that that module gets effective range down, which is not a good module, I can just combine them together, and I can just add a random resource, and then in 13 minutes it will tell me that my modification is complete. If you decide to manufacture a weapon, it will actually give you a random rarity depending on what your weapon facility level is. So 8, my level is 8, so it will give me a random rarity between 1 and 8. When you want to upgrade your weapons, you're going to need specific items and parts, so they actually made it really easy for you to be able to see what enemies are in the stage and what items you can actually pick up in the stage. So what you do is when you're going on the menu select, what you do is just click select, and it will tell you the enemies. It will tell you the resources that you can pick up as well. This, of course, does not include the list of the items that these guys drop when you cut off their body parts. By going into options and control settings, you can actually change your configuration of buttons. I personally use sprinter because I prefer R to run. If you do not know what you need to do to progress with the story, simply press square and it will display it right up here in the top corner while you are outside of your cell. If you lose your accessory, and more than likely you will, it will be captured, simply go over to Request Special Operations and select Reclaim Accessory in order to get your accessory back. If this video helped you, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Feel free to add me on PSN at JackX102, and of course, have a great day. Bye.